breaths before we start this video today. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Doesn't that feel so good? I feel like breathing is such a privilege, and every time I intentionally take the time to take deep breaths, I always wonder why I don't do it as often. I just wish I did it more often, but thank you for clicking on this video, because today I wanted to talk about why we should all meditate at least 5 minutes a day. I'm going to be talking really slow in this video, so feel free to watch it at 2 times the speed, but I'm not in a hurry, and I really want to take my time to convey exactly what I mean in this video, because I have been meditating for about 4 years consistently, and I can tell you it has changed my world. It has changed me. It has changed my relationships with people around me. It has changed how I see the world. So often, we have so much movement around us. We move, we receive information through our ears, through our eyes, our nose, our mouth, like we're just sensing beings, like our fingers touch, like we're constantly feeling, we're constantly receiving stimuli, and all of this information from the external world needs to be processed internally. But most of us don't do that. We react to what's happening outside as opposed to processing it within ourselves. And since getting into meditation, I have changed from being such a reactive person to someone who now observes what's happening inside when something happens outside. And I'm not saying I have perfected this, because I do believe it is a lifelong lesson. It's not something that I have been able to just eradicate and just not be affected by the external world, but I can tell you that I have gotten so much better, like so much better. I don't even feel like the same person that I used to be before discovering what it's like to meditate. So I wanted to explain what meditation means to me. I know there are different types of meditations, and I know people do a lot of different types of meditations to achieve different things, but when I say meditation, I'm talking about creating stillness within yourself so you can experience your internal world. Your internal world is so rich. It's the home of your creativity. It's the home of your intuition. It's the home of your self. It's who you are. It's what you are. Most of us don't even get to experience that because we have gotten so used to being in our bodies and not tuning in to our deeper essence of what we are and who we are. Most of the time, all our experiences are what's happening outside of us, and we are just a victim of our external circumstances, our environment. It's funny because until the age of 24, I'm currently 28, I feel like I was alive, but I wasn't really alive. I was walking around the world. I was walking around Earth and reacting to everything that happened to me and allowing everything that happened to me to shape me, not taking into account that how I allow and how I perceive what's happening outside of me is what causes me to act the way I act, not what's happening outside of me causes me to act how I act. It's absolutely wild because I felt like, I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't feel like I was me. I feel like I discovered myself 4 years ago, like I've been saying. And I had to go through a deep tragedy for me to, I had to go through a deep tragedy for me to actually discover who I was, because I didn't know who I was. I never took the time to find out, because why would I? When you're born into this world, you're assigned a name, you're assigned a culture, you're assigned a lot of labels that have you believe that all that you are is discovered and all that you are is already known. So when I started meditating, I realized that I didn't know anything about myself. I didn't know anything that I wasn't told. So once I started doing that, I started noticing how the voice in my head is not me. I'm not the voice in my head, but I am the awareness that perceives the voice inside my head. I am the awareness that is aware of the voice that speaks. I am the awareness that witnesses the things that the eyes see. I am not the eyes. I am not the voice. I am just the awareness that's present. This is such a powerful realization because then it removes you. And I know my eyes are closed. It's so I am not perceiving anything, and I can just relay this information straight from my heart to you, and I hope you receive it. Like I was saying, knowing that you are the awareness that is witnessing the show that is going on allows you to step away from your ego for a little bit. So you're not operating in the programming being the identity that you have built based on all the information that you received ever since you were born about who you are. When you realize you're the awareness, you can take a step back and you can watch it happen and not react. You can let the voice talk and you can perceive what you want to perceive. But when you know you're the awareness, there's a certain level of detachment that happens. That way you don't feel, the real you does not feel the need to react to what's going on around you. So why I think we should meditate is because the longer you meditate, the longer you're able to tune into the awareness that is you. The stronger your connection to the awareness that is you, the closer you are to your true self. And your true self is that which is aware. When you're able to do this every day, a lot of the things that tend to bother you will fall off your shoulders. You will not think about it often. It'll be a passing thought. It'll be like when the wind blows, it'll go right past you. And when you're able to do that, you're able to allow life to happen as it's meant to happen. I like songs that speak truth. And there's one that's coming to mind right now. I'm trying to get to it. I guess it doesn't want to come out, but that's fine. I hope that you receive this message because I didn't have a script. I just wanted to make a video about why we should meditate and how to experience who you are. We are not given the chance to experience who we are. We have so much information that is being thrown in our face. Our attentions are being stolen and being sold. You need to take back your attention so you can find out who you are.